Welcome back, guys, to Advance Wars Dark Conflict, where Stolos is now our enemy with super weapons in sight as the Pulsatrix assault was barely fended off, but with an S rank, which we're quite happy about. With that, there seems to be about space for 4 maps left, depending on where things are going and if there's no trials, so the end of the game is approaching. A Sacrificial lamb is in front of us, but what would that name mean for a map? The only way is to go in and find out, because Stolos just wants me to sacrifice Catleia to him, pretty much. As our next chapter gets underway. Super weapon battle galore. A clone? That's what Stolos said. Catleia is just one of many identical clones mass-produced by Stolos. No, I don't think that can be right. What do you mean? Technically, making clones of human beings is possible. However, these clones are not perfect copies. They are like twins, spawned at different times. So even if clones were made from Catleia, they would not be the same person. They would be different ages and would have had different environmental influences. I see. If I were to make a clone of myself, it would end up being a baby with the same DNA as me. It would not be possible to engineer a carbon copy of my adult self. But the impression I got from Stolos was that Catleia was one of many clones. Doctor, allow me to suggest a possibility. Suppose that one were to produce clones using the DNA from a newborn baby. Or alternatively, use DNA from a recently produced clone. And then, just like the rats in your lab, isolate the clones from the outside world. They would be the same age, share the same environment. You could mass produce clones. Well, I won't deny that this is possible in theory. But there's no way to treat human beings. As you said, that is how you treat lab rats. It is unethical and completely indefensible. But to a scientist who obeys no ethical constraints, it is entirely conceivable, is it not? Yes, but how many exact replicas of Catleia exist in the world is not our most pressing concern. What we really need to think about is how we are going to survive. The enemy has threatened a renewed assault, including strikes by that giant bummer. If we don't hand over that go by tomorrow, they will launch an all-out assault. We need to be honest with ourselves. Do you think we can survive another attack? While the enemy has that huge bomber, victory will remain virtually impossible. But we won the last battle! True, but in that battle, bombs were only dropped on one fixed area. Their intention was not to destroy us, but to put on a display of their power. If they wanted to, they could drop their bombs on our forces at will. Which, as I said, would make victory virtually impossible. So you think Stolos is just toying with us? He's biding his time until we hand over Catleia? It looks that way. Commander, what are you going to do? My answer is still the same. We're not going to abandon anyone. Catleia stays with us. But you think we have a chance of winning? You may think it is noble to die sticking to your principles, but I disagree. Track! I'm not going to lead my troops into a battle that I know they cannot win. None of those soldiers understand why you don't hand over one girl to save everyone's life. We can't do it, Track. How can we hand over an innocent girl to that monster? What are you thinking? Zadia, maybe you have forgotten. General Carter ordered us to protect the lives of his troops. That is our first duty. And what makes you think that Stolos will even keep his promise? Track, it's you who is forgetting. Remember what happened to General Carter? He surrendered honorably but was killed. Do you really think Stolos will spare us? He'll break his promise and then turn on us. If their leaders are tricked by Stolos, how will that affect our troops' morale? Stolos is toying with us, Track. Commander, you must make a decision. We abandon no one. We've been backed into a corner before and we did not give in to despair. That is why we are still here. If we don't give up, there is hope. You darn soldiers may want to fight again, but we've had enough, you hear me? He's still alive. Somehow, he hasn't just been randomly shot in the night. How did he get in here? All we need to do is get rid of that girl and everything will be fine. The civilians all agree. Remove him from the room. Get your hands off me. Don't you know who I am? I'm the civilians' representative. We must prepare for battle. Why are you looking at me like that? Get out of here. What? You and me, get out of here. You cause us nothing but trouble. We've had enough of you. Get out of our sight. But... Everyone here agrees with me. You're no use to anyone. So what are you still doing here? Get out of here. We're sick of the sight of you. But I... friendly guys. How is the mayor still alive? I mean, you'd thought he got shot somewhere, to be honest. A huge bomber is approaching. Not again. This time, however, it would be nice if the bomber did just leave us one position to fight in, but it's very unlikely. Oh! Right. Ooh! And there's control towers as well to boost your attack and defense. Ooh! Here we go then. Let's figure out what we're doing. Obviously that's the HQ. They've got 1, 2 production bases. They've already got 12 buildings. We already hold 19. So monetarily we're producing quite a bit, especially if we start to take over some more in other places. Those silos though, however, can allow us to cause damage from range quite nicely. Right, first of all, we really should take out a missile boat, really. By the look of it, we need to drop whatever is in here, which is an anti-tank and a tech trooper. We have a... Wait. So I can see it. Where did I see that before? Gone blind! Help! Oh, now I can see it again. Yeah, okay. Now, it's right above there. Right, so we got... It's just above the bit that says lander. So we got a mega tank and an anti-tank there. We have a mega tank and a tech. And we have a normal tank and another soldier. So essentially we want to start dropping troops on these grounds, because they give us options. And we'll want to drop someone up here as well. Equally, we need to take out the missile boat. Now, here's a dangerous thing. Just wondering. Alright, so we need to start taking down that on a nearish turn. We'll also want to be getting rid of the missiles, but whenever we move into range of one of the said missiles, we're probably going to move into range of other things too. And we can hit that tank. So if I'm right in saying, it might be best for me to use... hit that for one turn. We'll blow up this guy next. You can see again, there's a miracle of Christmas! Oh wait, that passed already. Time to strategically plan out the attack. Well, first of all, I'm just going to deal with the water units. Like everything on board here. Equally, the main issue I'm having with my doing things at the moment is that I don't know if there might be enemy subs on the map. Because they'd be underwater. How am I supposed to know? You know? They could be anywhere. So until I know that, technically, well, I've got strong units on this ship. And all around the place, to be fair, as well. They could just easily get sunk. And I wouldn't want that. I really would not. Equally, this Pulsatrix bomb. If the Pulsatrix is incoming... I could end up with other problems too. What's probably going to be best for me to make at this point is a carrier. Make some planes. And try to invade the land and push back them from the outer edges. But I've got to worry about this Pulsatrix. If it is coming in, what's it going to do to me? And how? I might just want to spread people out to make it so that there's no like super defined area for bombing my troops at the moment. This is the thing, I don't know how this map is going to unfold as of yet. It looks simple enough on turn 1, but something bad can happen on turn 2. Oh, this is exciting, I can't wait! Listen carefully now. Okay, they've got no submarines that moved. The bomber is almost here. It will soon come within attack range. Right, so we're going to get bombed no matter what. That's what we're being told. Okay. We've got a cruiser coming in. We've got a missile unit over here. Okay, they've moved everything to the seaside. And I need to watch out for these guys. If I focus on killing this thing then. How do I know if there's enemy subs? Count the units works, but also it's just listening. They make such an obviously different noise than anything else on the map. Just listening is good enough. We are currently on the 24th map. 23rd map? 23rd map. Alright. Well, this is trying to position itself so it can start attacking people, obviously. Kind of want you to be away from that guy. And I don't want anyone to be in range with these. Easier said than done. And then I want to spread everything out so if a Pulsatrix bomb does come, we get attacked by less. Ooh, that's a good point. Or make an area for them to bomb. So just fill it with like low value troops and stuff. That could work too. I think I'm gonna have to move this guy upwards. They've got a nasty control of the sea at the moment, haven't they? I do not really know how to spread this out. And I really want to build a... But I don't think... If I think I'll build there, I'll definitely get hit. I really want to build about like a unit for the win. Let's put it that way. I'm going to try and gather that on there. I know it's got an anti-tank on it, but I imagine the anti-tank won't get hit. He says. I'm just trying to spread everything out. And hope that that's how this works. Because I can bomb them with everything there. subs don't make that kind of noise, no. They don't. The subs don't go under the water going onwards to mail. The enormous bomber is about to begin its attack. As expected, last time its attacks were limited. This time it will target us. Who's dispersed? Staying too close together makes us the biggest target. Indeed, that's exactly what we want to go for. Ah! They took the battleships! Dickens! Damn it. Alright, I need to produce some units. I need to get them to attack here. Like, attack me here! Attack this bit! Not the bit you're attacking! Go away! Oh no, it's a tank! We should kill it. So yeah, basically, the structure of this map already means that this map's going to last a long time. If that Pulsatrix is always bombing us, and we can't do anything about it, can you not see how that's going to lengthen the map considerably? I really mean considerably. I don't think I can reach him on this turn. I think he's deliberately stayed out of range of my boats. Which is really kind of annoying. Attack me here! Attack this blokes! These blokes! Alright, with that gone, we can now cross in. And hopefully we'll be able to capture that next turn as well. Depending on what's going on. And depending on what happens here. I'm expecting the lander to get under attack. Which might mean I want to pull it a bit more this way, to be honest. We took out their tank after all. So we've got 19 buildings because it's going to be a really slow start in trying to capture more. Hopefully bundling units together. Now we're fighting a bomber that thins out our units. Cantor flashbacks. Ooh, they're really going in on something. Where's it bombing? Bullcrap! Look, there's all these lovely units here. Why don't you try and kill some of these? Nice tasty units. Do you know what? I'll sacrifice a tank for you. I'll blow these guys up. Poor humans. What's on this guy again? I guess at least we stopped them attacking our... Oh wait, they're all going for our cruiser. I can still do this! Kind of weird that we apparently had enough to take down a bomber even if it is a big one. You would kind of expect that we would lava it. We would literally... When one set of missiles, we'd be like sending holes into that plane like no man's business. It just must have really good armor. Can't beat really good armor, you know? I'm going to take these rather than use the silos right now. We'll keep the silos for a better time. And then wonder where we've got trouble next with our troop placements, you know? You know what? Here! I give another guy to you. Oh gods of this game, be pleasant to me. I'm giving you all the units right now. Be good gods. Look at this bounty. This precious bounty. Wait, well, I was in range! Well, I'm doing well already. I'm doing very, very well. You gits! You found a spot where you can attack all those things. And that drains my money some more. Look, you dick, there's an anti-attack now. Kill that as well. Damn it! Look how much money I've got! I just feel like I can't even challenge this guy appropriately. Alright, so we've got tanks, anti-tanks, and Doom heading our way. We can capture this, but it doesn't bode well for the future. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch a missile! Ah, too bad. That doesn't even do much damage. Enjoy it. Come and get me, tank and anti-tank man. I'll launch another missile on you next time. Oh god, we're going to lose so many units. I'm going to put you in fog. I'm not sure if that even helps. Alright, I can get into this guy's range, at the very least, and fire on one unit. Lovely. I don't know if the fog protects us or something. We're making a lot of money all the same. I need to refuel. We've got the same range. I can't fight you. Can you please hit me up here? And I've got another problem as well. I really want to build something. But if I do, this guy will just attack it. Ready? I can't do anything. It's the max altitude of the Pulsatrix might be higher. Oh yeah, you can still attack him there, can't you? I think I can still swing this in my favor. Yeah, this is what I knew was going to happen. So I'll be able to heal that for 2, so we'll be back up to 9. There's a submarine. I'm here. Can you hear me? Sue remembered how to make emergency communications. Don't push yourself too hard. You know how fragile you are. Your promise. What might that have been? I don't care what you do to me. I just want you to leave them alone. You're a curious specimen, aren't you? Your sisters love destruction, whereas you seem to have a design flaw that makes you averse to it. I'm not like them. Catleia, if I can use that absurd name. I want you on board the Pulsatrix. I have no real use for you, but I'll find some experiment or other. What? You seem confused. You said you wanted to dissect me to analyze my malfunction. I thought that was why you wanted them to hand me over to you. I did say that, didn't I? I'm afraid that was a lie. I attach no special importance to your retrieval. I have countless identical copies of you, should I need them. Then why? What I was really interested in was not you, but rather them. I contrived a moral dilemma to make them fight among themselves. I was curious as to what the outcome would be, and that was all. You... Don't speak to your father in that way. You're an odd girl, aren't you? There's nothing more endlessly fascinating to study than humans. Now it's time for you to come back to the Pulsatrix, young lady. Cyrus, prepare to pick up the specimen. Fly the Pulsatrix to the nearest base. Father, do you not grow weary of this? When will your experiments end? Do you have something to say, son? I know I'm not human. I know that you made me in the lab. But I have emotions, and I can no longer stand idly by and let you do this. You treat us as if we are mere puppets to be toyed with and then discarded. Cyrus, you are a perceptive boy. That's exactly what you are to me. A puppet. A plaything. But I am... It sounds like you might need to be replaced. There's plenty more of you. A giant bomber is heading away from the battlefield. I wonder why. This is our chance to fight back. So for the first 5 days, it seems, then we were stuck on a completely non-hoping battle. Now, however, this changes the battle immensely, because if there's no Pulsatrix there, I'm free to do whatever the bloomin' heck I like. Finally. Which means I can start building and fighting properly. Look how little damage I do. Even attacking first. Alright, that's the best thing I can do there. I'm not really sure how well I can keep these enemies away from me in terms of damage-wise. I probably won't be able to fight them off properly. But now that as soon as I can unlock this battleship, then I'll be a lot better off. Plus, now I can start landing things on their side of things to capture them. Now we know there's a sub about to come our way. So the best thing to do in that case... We need to build some carriers. Not some carriers, we need some carriers. Cruisers. Lots of cruisers. And now we can actually just put people on places to heal them up. To be honest, we do have the mainstay of our troops left, and we didn't take horrific amounts of damage, but finally we can fight. Dad of the Year award goes to that guy, does it? So we're going to lose all our forces on this side. We have no choice whatsoever. But this should repair to 10 HP on the next turn. There's another sub really nearby. Okay, notice where this one goes down. It's there, okay. Well, we can already see the sub. We're good, we should be able to take down that sub this turn now. But no one noticed Catleia's gone missing. It's a bit mean, to be honest, isn't it? Alright. Time to start taking things down. It's already level 2 because it's managed to hit too many things. What we need to do here is actually lock this guy in. I think that does lock him in. Alright, then we need to kill that one. The problem is... I didn't find it. One, we got these guys trained on our units now in a way that they can actually hit, which is not what we want. And two, there's a blooming submarine. So I'd be giving up this unit. I want to build there. I really do. Yeah, we'll be giving up this ship. As long as we can down there, guy. I feel a lot better. Because we can now unlock this to go and fight if we need to. The problem is we're more likely to get hit by the submarines, but I want to make something else there as well. Hey, Classic Sonic. I'm glad you can finally see this live. So we spent 5 turns completely under the cosh going, I can't do anything. I'm going to die. There's the carrier I've been wanting to build for so long. Right, we've surrounded one sub and got them like we would an archer in a certain game. We can now start to take these guys to the shore. And look to get them on a lander once we've dealt with the subs. If we get them on the shore, I think we actually have a stronger ground army than the enemy currently has. So we can really push that. What have they built over there, by the way? A lander. Right, they're probably going to try and land a person on there then. Now here's the other fact. We know that there is a sub somewhere around here. Now it's not there. We're still out of range though, which is what I intended. Essentially, we're on find the submarine duty. While also trying to blow the crap out as many of these guys as possible. I'll keep this guy at dock for the time being. And go there. So we can take this guy out this turn at least. That's one. Just wondering if we might need a submarine at some point in time here. I mean, they've only got 2 boats up that we can see, so if we can heal the cruisers over time, we should be a lot more okay for this. But we need to make some form of landfall. Let's put you there. And get you near them. Because of course launching a couple of missiles here can be really quite good for us. This tank's going to die. The only thing we can do for it is to at least take out the enemy tank. Now we're in a position where we can really perform a fight. Especially because we've got planes. And they've got... shouldn't be too much anti-air. Ship planes are probably what's going to win the day for us here. Farewell, you tank. They're going to join up. That's actually lowered it, got rid of 1 unit for us, so I'm quite happy about that. I'm sure there's a submarine somewhere. Alright, build another lander, so they obviously want to get someone over to where I am that way. And they want to protect that thing as much as possible. That can only attack a space of 3. So I don't know where it's intending to land. But we're going to keep plugging away at these missiles. Could join up these units in some respects. Let's keep them safe for now. Alright, I wanted to move him out because essentially I want some of these to repair and go in. I don't know where the sub is. If the sub gets me at the wrong time, I could be really bad trouble. Alright. So I should be able to load up there. Load up there. Can you imagine if a sub got to me now? How tragic this would be. Can you imagine the tragedy? That ship is carrying a lot of units. A lot of very expensive units. So now we just have to pray a little bit, is what I'd say. Pray. Let's pray. Sam is egg, man. Just because I'm... It's a bit mean. Oh, the missile boat went for our battleship. Making a ton of sense, to be honest. Wasn't expecting that. That's a bit of a strategical loss. More missile boats coming. Lander missile boat. This guy's our goal, though. We're going to stop him reaching shore. Or at least try to. I can't attack anyone this turn. But this battleship is essentially the backup for the landing party. Right, this guy can move 2 spots. Okay, I'll drop that first. Drop that up there. We made it over with 1 set. Where's their anti-air? Alright, here we go. Now we can start. Oh, that annoying ship getting damage on me there. I don't really care much for it though. It's not going to be able to do anything. So as long as we take out the landers, wherever they're trying to get to. Stop them getting more stuff that way. I mean, he's covered by that missile, so I don't really want to mess. But now the Pulsatrix is gone, hasn't life got so much easier? You know, I'm going to be a bit of a troll. I just realised how well these are positioned. How weaken a bit of your ground forces for when we're really striking. On the other side of things, building another lander probably won't be too bad. Especially because I can drive in on the next turn. One thing I do need is a CO unit. Hey, Leandra. Yesterday you saw the Sam's face of regret after saying the parent joke. It was so good. I'm glad I can please you all. Let's just go straight past us. Luckily, we got a battleship there. That battleship is our trump in that regard. Right, so they're not coming for us properly. Who'd have guessed, you know? Considering what's coming their way. That said, I can really mess them up, considering. I probably want to go more for the tanks than anything, don't I? I'm just going to have to deal with some weakened units, you know? That's the tanks. This guy is actually reformed to make another set of missiles, which is actually bad for them by like a mile. So we'll go with that. Now, who do I attack? Something wants me to attack that, really. Let's get this out of the way. It's kind of blocking a lot that I want to do right now. He's full healed. I think he can reach as well. So it's the ship rise of the ship planes now. As soon as the Pulsatrix leaves, this battle's taking their complete another different outlook, you know what I mean? It's just push, take, destroy, kill. That's pretty much what's happening right now. The only thing I'm still wary about, submarines. And this missile boat, which actually has a missile. So gotta watch out for him. Did that come in? Oh, lovely. Oh, wait, you can't attack. Oh, why'd that happen? Turn wheel. Turn wheel. This guy could land. This guy could legitimately land. I've probably got to kill it, which is really annoying because I want to... Maybe depending on where I'm standing, I can really influence this a bit more though. We don't want any of the missiles going near, and I want their troops to back off. Yeah, you don't need a special emote for Sam getting, like, confuzzled or short-circuited by Becca. We just invite her in. That's how that works, isn't it? Alright. I could mince this guy in a couple of seconds. Which is what's really annoying about the fact that one of those guys got moved then. I don't want to be in range of this thing. So I'll just let it go to... That's a good front. A solid front of troops moving up on them. And their anti-air is even retreating. And their tank went for our anti-tank. Why? Why did it do that? See, I think each of these landers has tanks in them. Now this just has a normal guy. I'm just too tempted to keep fighting with this guy and knocking down this anti-air. It's going to get to the point where it can't do anything soon enough. And our own ship planes are just going to waltz in and do whatever they need. It's like this guy can come to attack us. But it's unlikely it's going to happen.